Hello, students of Music 1010, the online version, and welcome to the class. If you love music, chances are that what you hear when you're getting information will stick with you longer than what you see. So I am supplementing what you see in Canvas with a weekly lecture, just as a way of really solidifying the info for you and also providing you with a human link. You'll certainly be able to message me through Canvas and I respond quickly, but I think that some of you may welcome a weekly recorded lecture. This first recording, I'm going to take you through the first two modules. If you open Canvas and look at the top, you'll see a really short module with only 3 items in it, and then a short introductory familiarizing yourself with the course module. I'm just going to go over what's in there today and also just sort of an overview of how the class works. This first week, we're not going to be loaded down with homework. I have learned my lesson to not do that because there's still people joining and people's technology doesn't work and everyone's scrambling. So we're just going to really make sure everybody's comfortable and off to a good start. As I said, you will want to supplement what you see with these lecture recordings. In the very first short, tiny module at the top, you'll see 3 items. One is a hail and hearty welcome from me. And then there's 2 items to show you and sort of console you if you're worried about technology problems or whatever. I am always available. I respond quickly to messaging in Canvas. And the help desk is great. They are very friendly and knowledgeable and quick to respond as well. So no worries there. The second module, subtitled Familiarizing Yourself with the Course, shows you how to do well, mostly in the advanced forum, which is a weekly assignment. Every week there's a new advanced forum. The rubric for how to do well in that is listed there. Basically, it says if you meet the deadlines for submission, if you use specific music vocabulary that you're learning, you use it accurately and consistently. And thirdly, if you come up with your own original ideas when you're submitting initial posts and replies, you get an A+. Those are the 3 ways. They're each worth 20 points. Original ideas in there. And that brings us to the plagiarizing spectrum. Sometimes students don't even realize they're plagiarizing, but read those ways to plagiarize carefully so that you don't get caught unawares that way. You won't have a lot of writing to do in this class. You don't need to worry too much about plagiarizing, but certainly your forums will have some original writing, hopefully. And there's some test responses where you write a few sentences to respond to a question. Another item in that second module is naming your assignments correctly, submitting them correctly. It's pretty simple. You just need a specific name for the assignment, and you need to put your name on those uploaded documents, preferably last name first. Not a big deal, but if you put yourself in my place, I'm looking at 3 sections of this class. I need to know who's submitting what, and those naming protocols really help. You'll be asked to message me just to practice and make sure, if you're unfamiliar with Canvas, that you feel ready to use the messaging. app there. It's in the left drop down, the left margin there, the tools, inbox, click on that. That's your messaging. Overall, I have tried to create a consistent schedule, a consistent weekly schedule of what assignments are submitted on what days. For instance, every Monday, the deadline for quizzes is midnight. On Wednesday, the deadline for vocabulary assignments is midnight. On Fridays, the deadline for initial posts in the forum are due by midnight, and the replies by Sunday at midnight. So every week it's that same pattern. Tests, they can happen any day of the week. But basically, those three main assignments are pretty consistent. And of course, you need to do your reading first. One of the perks of an online class, as you very well or might be aware, is that there's flexibility. So there is flexibility on getting ahead a little bit. If you want to go on vacation, you'll be able to do some assignments at least 2 weeks out. However, since there's a scope and sequence of what you need to know to learn the next thing, there are deadlines that need to be met throughout the course. So we can't mess with those deadlines. They are hard and fast. Late assignments, there's a penalty for late work, 1% of the total point value for every hour that quizzes and vocab assignments are due, and then 1 point for every day that forum assignments are late. Just a heads up there. And lastly, and mostly importantly, remember that Canvas isn't going to work perfectly 100% of the time. It works 98% of the time, fine. But if you come across a glitch, something's not opening, don't worry, just message me and I'll take care of it. You will not lose points for the system's fault. Don't worry about it. Okay, so just up front, no need to panic. Your grade will not suffer because if Canvas ever glitches on you. Communication is key. Yes. Finally, I'm so glad you're in this class. I am so excited to have you learn about one of the greatest inventions that human beings ever created, music. So I'm looking forward to getting to know each one of you by your work and by our communications. And I will have another recording ready for you next week. Please remember to message me and look over your assignments. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, and see you soon. Bye-bye.